All right, all right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good afternoon. How's everybody out there doing? I don't know why the camera always seems to be not centered. How are you guys doing out there? It is a lovely Thursday afternoon here in sunny California, you guys. Beautiful weather. I hope everyone else is having a wonderful time, a wonderful day, wherever you are. Okay, so welcome back here, Elaine Proby, CEO PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. I'm glad that you guys are able to join us today. This is going to be nice and sweet and really quick. And a lot of folks are looking forward to this topic because I've had several conversations with people who, they're doing a hobby. They just love doing certain things on the side. And so today we want to talk about 3 reasons to turn your hobby into a business. And this is exciting because I personally have friends who have these major hobbies that they're doing. And of course, they probably never thought about turning it into a business, and I've mentioned it, but they have not really thought about it. And then, the thing about it is sometimes you don't think about something, and when someone mentions it to you, then it starts making sense. And maybe not anything that you want to go full blast into, but at the same token, when you put all of the different points, especially the ones I'm going to point out today, when you put all that together, you may have second thoughts about your hobby as well, okay? So hi, Rod. Thanks for jumping on here. Hi, Elaine Smith. Hi, guys. All of you guys who are in here today. Thank you for jumping in. Hit like and share on this video. All of you guys out there you guys either have a hobby or something that you do on the side. Right now, we're going to talk about some of those things that you're doing that you're not thinking about. And again, like I said, when I finish with these 3 points, you guys will probably get started, turning your hobby into a business. Hello, Miss Elaine. Thank you for the great information. You're very welcome. And thanks for jumping on here, Taj Nash. Thanks for always jumping in and sharing. All right, you guys. So hit like and share on this video. Let's jump right into this. 3 reasons to turn your hobby into a business. Now, there are a lot of multi-million-dollar business guys that started out of it just being a hobby. Some of these folks never thought about starting a business. It was just a hobby for them. And so a lot of those businesses started out of being a hobby. And today, in today's society, with having the internet at your disposal, it's so much easier to reach folks. So it makes it easier for you to run and operate a business, right? Not like before when, of course, you had to make sure you have a storefront or you have an office front, and it was just a lot more complex. You had to have money and, all that stuff to get a business started. So it seems like it was a lot more complicated to get a business started before, but today it's so much easier. Hey, DJ No Side, Alexander Smith, much thanks for doing my work, Miss Proby. Mighty Iceberg in town. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for jumping on here. Thanks for jumping. Any of you guys have a hobby out there? This is for you. If you have any friends, you can encourage them. Hit like and share and have them come join us today. So first point today, when do you know that you should turn your hobby into a business, right? Number 1 is you're investing in the expenses more frequently. What I mean by that is, guys, you have a hobby. You have something you love to do, cooking, sewing, whatever that is. What you're doing is, because you enjoy this, you spend money on supplies, you spend money on going out and doing researching, you spend money on a lot of stuff, right? And because this is a hobby, you're not thinking about how much money you're spending. This is fun. You're having a good time doing it. And you find that you spend, no matter what it costs, for you to get the supplies or to go where it is that this thing is that you enjoy doing, whether it's photography, whatever that is. And it doesn't matter to you. You don't care how much it costs. This is a hobby. You enjoy doing it. But you find out that the more you get involved with this hobby, the more researching you do, the more ideas you have. You were like, oh my God, maybe I could take it to another level. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. And you're constantly thinking, more ideas come to mind if you're creating something. And then you come up with different ideas, different concepts. I have a friend who has a hobby, and he's always constantly thinking about different materials, different fabrics, different types of, wood to use to make it better. So you're thinking, you're working, you're doing everything, researching, and you're spending money. So you're spending a lot more money on than you anticipated, because of course, when you started out, you think that this is not going to cost much money. This is a hobby. I can just do this. It's not going to cost me. But as you get into it, you enjoy it, you research, sometimes you travel, sometimes you go to different events, you go to different places because this is something you really like, don't talk about getting into, say, cars or any type of antique stuff. You really spend money on that stuff, right? So one of the reasons, again, here, the first one, you're investing a lot of money in the expenses of this hobby. Not a problem because you enjoy doing this, right? So put that aside now, and let's go to point number 2. This is where it gets fun. Second point today, guys. The income from that hobby is beginning to make sense to you, because now you're not thinking about selling anything because it is your hobby. But what happens when you are making something? Let's say you are sewing, or maybe you're cooking, right? You're creating. I have like a client who has an arts and craft business, or she's making bracelets. So you're starting to make things that people like. They see it. You're having fun doing it. You're not thinking about it as a business. And people start liking what you're doing, and they want one. They want some. They want to participate. They want something. They want to be a part of it. They want to have it. So what happens? They start paying you for it, right? You'll be like, okay, if you want one of my bracelets, if you want one of my dresses that I'm sewing, if you want me to make you a cake, it's going to cost you some money because I have to spend money on supplies. You're not planning this, guys, but it happens, right? People that see you doing certain things as a hobby, and they love it and they want one. And what do? You spend the money, you make it for them, you give it to them, because you're not actually running a business. But eventually it dawned on you that, hey, I'm spending money on this stuff. So someone agrees to pay you for your services. Some people like to organize. They like to decorate. They like to party plan. They like to do, all that stuff might just be a hobby. Taking photos, taking videos, just putting stuff together. You may just love doing this stuff. But what happens is when people start asking you to do it and they start wanting to pay you for it, now you're starting to make money for it, right? So the income started coming in. And so there are times when the income starting to get larger and larger, because the more people want that what you're doing, the more people want something from you, the more you do it, and you enjoy doing it. See, this is the thing. You enjoy making whatever that is. You enjoy it. So it's not a problem for you to do it. So now here you are doing something you really enjoy, and you're getting paid for it. So this is a perfect combination. So why not turn that into a business? It doesn't have to start out large. It could just be a business and a business is where you're spending money, making supplies, and then you are turning it over for a profit, right? So you're selling that item for more than you're putting out, and or a service. If it is, let's say I'm going to decorate, or I'm going to, be organizing your event, your wedding, something like that. It doesn't really matter what it is, but once you are putting out that service, putting money on the supplies, somebody's willing to pay you some money for it, and you're having fun doing it, why not, right? So that's the second point today. When the income is starting to make sense to you, that's another reason why you should turn it into a business, right? Turn it into a business. You can still stay in control. You don't have to worry about making it, stressful, because it's something that you're doing for fun, right? So that's the second point today, guys. Second point. Third point. The third point today is you simply would rather do this business or this hobby, turn it into a business, and quit your day job. Some of us are at a place where, I always want to leave this job. Now, of course, you have to find the right time for this to happen. A lot of times people turn their hobby into a business, and they're doing it on the side. So the same way you're doing your hobby in your spare time, you start out that way, you start building. And when you get to a place where you feel like, hey, this is going to work out for me, then that's when you can decide to make that transition from being in a day job full time to get into your hobby and turn it into a business. Again, there's so many multi-million-dollar businesses that started out as a hobby, right? Craigslist is one of those guys. Craigslist was basically, they were just sending out email on having parties or whatever it is. And now it's in 700 countries. This thing started back in 1995, and now it is making millions of dollars, doing a lot of different types of services. So when the guy started out Craigslist, that wasn't for any major business. That's not what they intended to do. But now they're making a lot of money. Same with Amazon. But Jeff Bezos was in his garage figuring that I'm just gonna sell books from my garage. And remember, guys, Amazon was only selling books at one point. Now, every single thing you can think of, you can get from Amazon. So they're huge. They're making billions and billions of dollars. So, and it started off as just something I'm doing, something for my garage. We're just gonna sell some books from here, and just for fun, right? So, don't think for 1 minute that your hobby, if you turn into a business, cannot be so successful where your day job is not going to matter anymore. And you are going to fully go off and say, I'm going to do this. This is my business. I enjoy doing it and I'm making money doing it, right? So that's the third point. You can simply turn that hobby into a business and make money. And eventually, as the income keep going up, eventually you can completely let your day job go and completely go into business full time and start making a lot of money doing that. So, and starting a business, that's what we do. This is what I'm going to have a workshop to show you how to do. It's really not that complicated, guys. Once you already know, you already accomplished the hardest mission because you know what it is that you love to do. You know what it is that you want to do. So it makes it so much easier for you to turn that into a business, right? Hey, Sylvia, good afternoon, sis. Thank you for information. Hi, guys, over here on IG. How are you guys doing over here? Yes. Thanks for jumping on. So this is so exciting to me because, again, a lot of folks are doing a lot of spending money on their hobbies, and they are telling me, some of them are telling me that people want what they have. People love what they make. They love the craft. They want to pay for it. And I said, well, why not make some money? And of course, if you enjoy doing it, why not make some money for it, right? So again, guys, let me recap. 3 reasons that your hobby, you could turn your hobby into a business. Again, this is so much easier than people think it is. You're already on your way by doing something you love to do. First point, you're investing money. You're investing money into your hobby because you love doing it, and it doesn't matter what it costs. You invest in money in researching. As soon as you start doing it, let me see if I can find a better way to do this. What is a better equipment to do it? What materials is better, right? So you're investing money, you're researching, you're doing all this stuff. Some people travel, they go places, they go to events because they want to get involved. If you are into, let's say, antique cars or whatever that is, or decorating, you want to go and get involved with some event that's happening. You pay money for this. You pay plane ticket, all kinds of stuff. And now you're investing money in this hobby because you're having fun doing it, which is great. There's nothing wrong with it, but you're enjoying that. Similar to what you do for a business, researching, that's the biggest key, right? So again, that's the first point. Second point today, guys, you're starting to make money from it. People are starting to enjoy what you do. They love what you're making. They love the arts and craft. They love the bracelets. Like I have a client who told me that she started her business because she was making these one-of-a-kind bracelets, and all of a sudden everybody wanted one. So now she can create a bracelet for you, which is going to be a one-of-a-kind. You probably only one with that design, that material, whatever that decor is. It's all about you. So that's perfect, right? So she started that way, and then now it's a business, and she is really pushing it and making it work for her. So the income, people start paying you for that. Paying you for your photography, they're paying you for your video, they're paying you for all the stuff that you're doing on the side that was supposed to just be a hobby. So now you're making money with your hobby. So second point, the income's starting to look good. And as you make more money, you can completely turn it into a business and start doing more of it. And eventually, third point, eventually, what do? You leave your day job, you start running your business. And again, there's so many multi-million-dollar businesses that started as a hobby. Like I said, Craigslist, they was just sending out, invitations to shows and emails and different things like that. Now it's in 700+ countries, making millions of dollars, you guys. Same thing with Amazon. They were just selling books out the garage. Jeff Bezos just started. Hey, I'm just selling some books out of my garage. And that's how that started. And now they're just really, really, really huge. So that is how some of these multi-million-dollar business started, turning in their hobby into a business. Something, again, like I said, you're already ahead of the game because you have something that you do, something you enjoy. And the best thing, you can control it, right? You can control it. You can bill at your own pace. You don't let it control you. You can bill at your own pace, and you can continue to enjoy doing what it is that you love and make money from it. All right. So that sounds great to me. That sounds really good to me. Best investment. Thanks for jumping on over here. All right. So those are my points today, guys. The 3 reasons you should turn your hobby into a business. I have friends who have hobbies that really I've encouraged to turn them into a business because they have questions me about it. We are having, guys, a seminar, a workshop on how to get your business started. So if you're one of those folks who is interested in turning a hobby into a business, even if you don't have a hobby, you just have an idea that you wanted to turn into a business, you want to get your business started, this workshop is for you. You guys can sign up at elainesdesk.com. Start and build a successful business. That's a workshop that I'm going to teach you guys how to get your business started, and how you can build it and make it very, very successful, how to run and operate it. A lot of us have started businesses. We don't know where to go. I guarantee you, after this workshop, you will know exactly what you need to do. Okay, so look for the workshop. Go to elainesdesk.com and sign up for the workshop that will teach you how to get your business started. And with that said, you guys, if you have any further questions, you guys can reach me at PROBY'S Tax and Accountant, 323-290-9034. And if you definitely need to get your taxes done or get a business started, formed, or whatever it is, we have so many different services that we provide at PROBY'S. You can go to our website at probiztax.com. And if you need taxes or anything else, just upload your information to us. Secure website. We will be able to help you out. All right. Hey, Makiba, good afternoon. How are you? All right. So with that said, guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we're here. So if guys, hit like and share, make sure everyone gets this information so that everybody can get going, get their business going, become very, very, very successful. And, you know, we all can have extra money so we can invest, right? That's the whole point. Invest and build wealth. All right. With that said, I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Have a fabulous weekend. Seems like this week is just flying on by. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day, a fabulous weekend, and you guys take care of each other and take care of yourself. See you later. Bye-bye.